Hello guys, how are you? So, today we are going to talk about Unit 1, Lesson 1, Part C, okay? Page 8, we are going to start with Part C, Survival Stories, alright? So, the first exercise, you have vocabulary. So, you have here action in the news, okay? And you have some new words on this exercise. So, let's take a look on these new words. So the first one is attacks, okay? So attacks, atacar, okay? Chases like encurralar, perseguir, okay? Crashes, bater, okay? Like this. Misses like perder, okay? Overturns, virar, okay? Rescues, resgatar. Survives, sobreviver. And the last one, threatens, okay? Threatens, ameaçar, all right? So you need to match these new headlines with the pictures, okay? So pause the video for a moment, okay? Try to match the sentences with the pictures, and then we are going to listen and correct, okay? So guys, now let's listen, okay, to the audio and correct the sentences.
Lesson C, Survival Stories. Page 8, Exercise 1, Vocabulary. Actions in the news. 1. E. Boat overturns. All swim to safety.
Okay, so number 1, letter E.
2.
G. Hiker survives week in the mountains.
Okay, so number 2, letter G, okay?
3. D. Lightning misses golfer by 1 foot.
Okay, so number 3, D. Guys, lightning, raio, okay?
4.
F. Firefighter rescues family cat.
Okay, so 4, letter F, rescues, okay?
5. H. Fire threatens historic town.
Okay, so threatens guy, number 5, letter H.
6.
C. Pilot crashes plane. No one hurt.
So, number 6, letter C, crashes.
7. A. Shark attacks local surfer.
Okay, so attacks, a shark, dangerous animal, okay?
8.
B. Bear chases hiker up tree.
Okay, guys, so chases, all right? So the correct pronounce for urso is bear, okay? Don't mistake it with beer, all right? So, guys, the exercise now is corrected. So let's go to exercise 2. You have a conversation here, okay? So part A, listen to the conversation and answer, how did Wade stop the shark, all right? So now, guys, let's listen to the audio.
Page 8. Exercise 2. Conversation. Shark attack. Part A. Wade, what happened?
A shark attacked me. Can you believe it?
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Oh, I feel great. I survived the shark attack. That's pretty cool.
What were you doing when it happened?
I was riding a killer wave.
Did you actually see the shark?
Not at first, but then I fell off my board. The shark tried to bite me, so I hit it with my surfboard.
Have you seen your surfboard?
Yeah, it has a big shark bite in it.
Amazing. So what will you do next?
Okay, guys, so Wade was surfing and then a shark attacked him. So how did Wade stop the shark, guys? How did he stop the shark? So here you have a little line, okay? So the shark tried to bite him, okay? So he hit it with the surfboard, with his surfboard. All right? Great. So now we are going to listen to part B, and you are going to answer, what will Wade do next? Okay? So now, guys, let's listen to the rest.
Part B.
What will I do next?
Yeah, what are your plans?
Well, I think I'll get back in the water, of course.
Oh, okay. And when do you plan to do that?
As soon as I buy a new surfboard.
So, Wade is a really adventurous man, okay? All right? So, he says that he will get back in the water after he buys a new surfboard, of course, okay? All right, guys. So, now, let's turn to page 9, okay? We are going to talk about the other topic of grammar. We continue talking about verb tenses, all right? But now, we are going to talk about these verb tenses for questions, okay? So here we have some questions in simple present, present continuous, simple past, past continuous, present perfect, and future with will. Okay, so let's talk first about the questions with simple present. Okay, so the example is, when do you plan on surfing? Okay, so questions in the simple present, you just need to use the auxiliary verb. So you are going to use do or does, and your verb is going to continue on the infinitive form, okay? And the other example, of course, questions for yes or no. So, do you plan on surfing today, okay? So, the next time tense is the present continuous. So, questions with present continuous. How are you feeling, okay? Or are you feeling okay? Questions with present continuous. We need to use verb to be, the subject, and the other verb, the main verb, is going to be with ing, okay? Simple past, so what did you see? Or did you see the shark? So here, again, you need to use an auxiliary verb, okay? In this case, you're going to use did. And your verb is going to continue on the infinitive form. Past continuous, really simple. So what were you doing? Were you surfing? Okay, so here, we need to use verb to be in the past, the subject, and again, the verb with ing. Now, present perfect. So, how long have you surfed? Or have you surfed for a long time? Here, you need to use have or has. Remember, has for he, she, it. And your verb needs to be in the past participle. Remember, past participle. Or you are going to use verbs with ed. Or you need to look in the list. All right? And the last case, future with will, okay? So what will you do next? Or will you go back in the water soon? Okay, so questions with will, you need to put will, subject, and your verb in the infinitive form. All right? Questions? If you have any questions, just talk to us, okay? So now you have exercise A. Look at the yes/no questions the reporter asked Wade. Complete the questions with the correct forms of the verbs. So now, guys, you are going to pause the video again, do the exercise, and then we are going to correct it. Guys, so now let's correct exercise A. Okay, I'll read the questions for you, and then you're going to correct it. So number 1, do you go surfing every day? 2, did anyone see the shark before it attacked you? 3, were other people surfing around you? 4, will you buy a new surfboard soon? 5, have you spoken with your family yet? And 6, do you have any advice for other surfers? Okay, guys, pretty easy, all right? So now you have exercise B. So now read the answers. Write WH questions about the underlined words. So guys, you are going to look to the answer, and according to the underlined word, you are going to create the question, all right? So again, pause the video, take a time, do the exercise, and we are going to correct it. Okay, guys, so now let's correct the exercise. Number 1 was already here. So where did she crash the plane? So she crashed the plane in a forest, all right? Next, how long has he been in the desert? So he's been in the desert for a week, all right? 3, how did the firefighter feel? So the firefighter felt very proud. 4, when will the fire threaten the town center? So the fire will threaten the town center tonight. What were they doing when the boat overturned? So they were fishing when the boat overturned. And 6, what is he thinking about writing? So he's thinking about writing a survival book, okay? So this exercise was very simple too. You just needed to look to the underlined words, okay? Again, guys, if you have any questions, just talk to us, okay? Now you have exercise 4, okay? So speaking, tell me about it, all right? So role play a reporter and a survivor of one of news stories in exercise 1. So here we are going to do something different because we are having these recording classes. So you are going to create an interview based on exercise 1. And then you are going to send me this interview, okay? All right? Great. Okay, guys, so now we are going to go to part D, page 10, creating news, okay? So exercise 1 is a reading exercise, okay? Part A, look at the logos of the news website in the article. Which websites have you looked at? And what other news websites do you know? So, as you know, we have a lot of news websites nowadays, and it's really important to look at them, okay, to find information about things that are happening now, okay? Here, he gives you some tips. So the Twitter, Week News, Report for CNN. We have a lot more, okay? So you have BBC, you have Washington Post, okay? You have New York Times. We have a variety of sites, okay? So now on exercise B, you are going to read the article and check the main idea, all right? So I'm gonna put the listening for you and then you read the text listening to the audio, all right? Okay guys, so now let's listen.
Lesson D, Creating News, page 10, exercise 1, reading, citizen journalism.
Arpita has just updated her news blog. The winners of a local election in Mumbai have just been announced, and she has listed their names on her blog. On the website of a local newspaper, Liat has recently posted a digital story, a series of photos and descriptions of a whale rescue. And hundreds of people in the Dominican Republic are tweeting on their cell phones to describe a hurricane that is threatening the country. What do these stories have in common? Technology is giving people the chance to be news reporters. More than ever before, technology is allowing everyone to share opinions, ideas, stories, photos, and videos from anywhere in the world. If there is breaking news, you can be sure that someone is reporting it. Wikinews, iNewsIt, CNN's iReport, and MSNBC's First Person are just a few of the websites where citizen journalists can write their news reports. More and more people are blogging texts, photos, and videos. They're sharing their personal thoughts and news reports with the world on these websites. And the increased prevalence of cell phones and cameras has made it even easier for people to share news. Many media organizations, such as CNN, now have entire sections of these news stories on their websites. News editors used to decide what was news. Now you decide. There has been some criticism of citizen journalism, however. For example, there are often mistakes in these stories, including incorrect facts, spelling, and grammar. These stories may not be as neutral as regular news organization stories usually are. Moreover, when people instantly upload stories and images, they cannot know how other people will use them later. But it seems that news by the people and for the people is here to stay.
Okay guys, so if you have any questions about any words here in the text, just talk to me, okay, and I'll help you. So now we need to choose, okay, what is the main idea of the article. So you had two options, okay. Traditional news organizations are upset with citizen journalists, or technology allows anyone to be a reporter, anytime and anywhere. So which one is correct, guys? So here, the correct one is the second, okay? Technology allows anyone to be a reporter. anytime and anywhere. All right? Now you are going to do exercise C, okay? So in the text you had some bold words, okay? You are going to circle the correct meaning for these bold words. So number 1 is already here, so breaking news. Letter A, news that are happening now. So again, pause the video, do the exercise, and then we are going to correct it. Okay guys, so now number 2, okay, so prevalence, frequent use, letter B. Criticism, B, opinions on what's wrong. 4, neutral, fair, letter B. And 5, instantly, letter A, immediately, okay, all right, really good guys. So now let's go to page 11, okay, so you have a listening exercise here, photos of the day. On exercise A, listen to a TV newscaster discuss photos that 4 viewers have sent him. Number the photos from 1 to 4. So on this first part, let's number the photos from 1 to 4, okay? Okay guys, so now let's listen, okay, and do part A.
Page 11. Exercise 2. Listening. Photos of the day.
That ends our local news and brings us to our final segment, Photos of the Day. These are photos that viewers like you have sent to us. Our first photo is from Rafael Luna from Veracruz, Mexico. Rafael took this photo after the storm yesterday. He says no one was hurt and the cleanup has already started. I'm glad everyone is okay. Thank you, Rafael. Our second photograph comes from David Parsons from Calgary, Canada. David works at Wilson's department store and took this picture yesterday. The store was offering a 70% discount on all clothing items. And as you see, a few more customers came than they imagined. This is why I prefer to shop online. Our third shot comes to us from Yumiko Kobayashi from Nagoya, Japan. This shows traffic returning from the recent Golden Week holiday there. It took Yumiko 8 hours to get home after she visited her grandparents. It usually takes about 3 hours. Boy, and I thought holiday traffic was bad here. And our final shot is from Ian Norton in Manchester, England. Ian went camping a month ago with his dog Arlo. But Arlo saw an animal and he started to chase it. He never came back. Ian looked everywhere for his dog, but after 2 days, he had to go home. Very sad. Well, yesterday, Arlo returned to Ian's house, almost 50 kilometers away. How did Arlo survive in the forest? And how did he get home? We hope you find out, Ian. You can find these and other photos from our viewers on our website, along with video reports, blogs, and other news stories. That's it for me. See you tomorrow.
Okay guys, so here let's see the number of the pictures. So picture 1, the first picture, number 2, okay? The next one about Arlo, the dog, so 4. The next one about the storm, okay, 1. And the last one about the traffic, okay, number 3. So now you have part B, so listen again and answer the questions. I'm gonna put the audio for you again and you are going to answer these 4 questions, all right?
Page 11. Exercise 2. Listening. Photos of the day.
That ends our local news and brings us to our final segment, Photos of the Day. These are photos that viewers like you have sent to us. Our first photo is from Rafael Luna from Veracruz, Mexico. Rafael took this photo after the storm yesterday. He says no one was hurt and the cleanup has already started. I'm glad everyone is okay. Thank you, Raphael. Our second photograph comes from David Parsons from Calgary, Canada. David works at Wilson's department store and took this picture yesterday. The store was offering a 70% discount on all clothing items. And as you see, a few more customers came than they imagined. This is why I prefer to shop online. Our third shot comes to us from Yumiko Kobayashi from Nagoya, Japan. This shows traffic returning from the recent Golden Week holiday there. It took Yumiko 8 hours to get home after she visited her grandparents. It usually takes about 3 hours. Boy, and I thought holiday traffic was bad here. And our final shot is from Ian Norton in Manchester, England. Ian went camping a month ago with his dog Arlo. But Arlo saw an animal and he started to chase it. He never came back. Ian looked everywhere for his dog, but after 2 days, he had to go home. Very sad. Well, yesterday, Arlo returned to Ian's house, almost 50 kilometers away. How did Arlo survive in the forest? And how did he get home? We hope you find out, Ian. You can find these and other photos from our viewers on our website, along with video reports, blogs, and other news stories. That's it from...
Okay, guys, so the answers for the questions. Number 1, when did Raphael take the photograph? So, he took the photo after a storm, okay? Number 2, how much of a discount was the store offering? So, the store was offering a 70% discount. Number 3, how long does it usually take Yumiko to get home? So, it usually takes Yumiko about 3 hours to get home, okay? In that day of the traffic, she took 8 hours, okay? 4, what did Arlo do when he saw the animal? So, Arlo started chasing it, okay? And then Arlo disappeared. Alright, guys? Great. So now, exercise 3, you're going to do this as a homework. So, writing and speaking. Become a citizen journalist. So here, guys, you are going to complete one of these headlines. You are going to choose one of them. And then you are going to write a short news blog, okay? A short news blog. You're going to create some news about this headlines, okay? About the headline you have chosen, all right? And then you send this for me. All right, guys? So, class is finished for today. See you on next class, and don't forget to study, guys. See you. Bye-bye.